we are greeting you from the historic Araneta Coliseum as we get set to open a brand new chapter in the continuing rivalry between the two teams that faced off in the finals for the past 4 years. And after 23 matches in the women's volleyball tournament, today we will all become witnesses to the first match between Ateneo de Manila University and De La Salle University in UAAP Season 78. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtutok ngayon sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action. You can also watch this live in high definition on Sky Cable Channel 166 at nais din po namin batiin ang lahat ng ating mga kababayan na nanonood mula sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo sa pamamagitan ng The Filipino Channel. And you can also watch this via live streaming on sports.abs-cbn.com. It is the De La Salle University Lady Spikers versus the Ateneo Lady Eagles, the two-time defending champions for the first time dito sa Season 78 ng UAAP Women's Volleyball Tournament. Mabuhay Pilipinas! Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Anton Rojas, and beside me is a 3-time UAAP champion and 2-time UAAP best setter, Doc Ian Laurel. And at courtside to complete our broadcast, makakasama natin si Janine Choi reporting for De La Salle University and Laura Liman reporting for Ateneo de Manila University. It's great to see you girls, and abangan namin ni Doc Ian ang inyong mga updates at courtside. Doc Ian, unang pagharap ng Ateneo at La Salle dito sa Women's Volleyball Tournament at sold out ang ating tickets para sa laban ngayon.
Well, sabi nga natin, alam mo, a lot of people have been watching out for this one. It's the first time that these two teams will meet up in Season 78. And of course, if you look back, ang daming masyadong storyline itong game na to. And when we were asked the question, ano tingin nyo lamang ng isang team sa kabila? That's a very hard question, and we'll have a better answer for you after this game. But we're gonna talk about some important details, some important facts as we go along the game.
Well, sa puntong ito, Doc Ian, Ateneo coming into this match winning 24 straight matches in the UAAP, 6-0 right now in the team standings. Pero ang La Salle nagising matapos matalo sa unang pagkakataon ngayong season kontra sa NU. They won their last 2 matches in straight sets.
That's right. Let's look at the team standings right now, Anton. And alam mo, ang importante dito, yung number 1, because right now, Ateneo still in that spot, still unbeaten. And the implications of that, Anton, if we move into the second round, yung step ladder format. But of course, itong De La Salle following them at 4-1. NU 3-2. FU Lady Tamaros 3-3. All of them, of course, want to give that first loss to Ateneo. But lahat sila had their chances, Anton, in the first round. It is now only De La Salle who still can have that distinction of giving Ateneo their first loss here in Season 78.
It's been a while since Ateneo last lost in the UAAP. March 8, 2014, game number 2 of the UAAP Season 76 Women's Volleyball Finals. And that match happened right here sa Araneta Coliseum.
Yeah, nice for you to remember that. And sabi nga natin, matagal-tagal na itong winning streak ng Ateneo. And the confidence, obviously, it's there. But De La Salle, remember, they have Aragalang with them now. It's a different De La Salle that we saw in the finals. That could be a game changer for me.
Ngayon, Doc Ian, binanggit mo ang mga numero na makikita natin dito. In 5 out of the 6 statistical categories, lamang ang La Salle kontra sa Ateneo.
Makikita mo yung rank, no? Dun sa spiking, yan yung first department natin. Number 2 ang De La Salle with 35.1. Itong Ateneo, number 1, 41.6. So, yan lang yung department na lamang ang Ateneo. When you talk about the defensive aspects, blocks, service aces, digs, running sets, and reception, kita mo ang rank ng De La Salle, number 1. Ang Ateneo, may number 3 sila dyan, may number 2, they also have a number 7, and also number 2. So if you talk about consistency in all departments, of course, De La Salle, on paper, would have the advantage. But scoring-wise, hawak ng Ateneo yan. Also ranked second in aces per set and running sets per set, and also in reception efficiency. So some of you might say that these numbers, wala nang ibig sabihin yan if it's an Ateneo La Salle game, and you won't hear anything from me. I do agree if it's an Ateneo La Salle game on the line.
Majoy Baron and the DLSU Lady Spikers are warming up and getting ready to face Gia Morado and the Ateneo Lady Eagles. And when we come back, pag-usapan natin ang mga naging huling laro ng dalawang kupunan na ito. Huwag po kayong aalis. Manatili po kayong nakatutok dito lang sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action. Nagbabalik ang aming live and exclusive ABS-CBN sports coverage ng UAAP Season 78. Anton Rojas kasama si Doc Ian Laurel. Pag-usapan natin, Doc Ian, ang nangyari sa huling bakbakan ng De La Salle University. They played 6 days ago against the University of the East, and it was a dominating performance for the girls from Taft Avenue.
You mentioned it earlier, Anton, nakapahinga to ng 6 days ng De La Salle team. But before that, they of course battled UE. And in this win, we saw a very, very dominating performance by the Lady Spikers. 3-set win, kuwang-kuna nito, medyo manadalian sila against UE. And UE, as you saw, scrambling all over the floor. Attacks of Reyes were very evident in this game. I think she was the highest scorer. We're going to look at that later. But more importantly, this was a match. This was a win that De La Salle needed going into this Ateneo match. Let's look at the numbers from this match. Again, this is a 3-set win from De La Salle. 25-10 in the first, 25-13 in the second, and 25-21 in the third. Let's look at the departments. They dominated everything. 38-16 in spikes, 5-4 in blocks. Service aces, 7-1. That's a huge, huge lead there in that department. And opponents' errors a bit close, 25-23, Anton.
You mentioned the name of Mika Reyes. Yes, she did top score for La Salle in that match with 10 points. Mika Reyes started playing volleyball at the age of 14. Her father, Manuelito, is 6 feet tall. Her mother, Amelita, is 5'7". Mika is 5'11", and it was actually her mother who told her to get into volleyball to use her height. And earlier today, Janine Choi was able to speak to Mika Reyes. Let's see what Mika's mindset is coming into this match against Ateneo today.
Anton and Ian, I'm here now with Mika Reyes. So Mika, sabihin mo naman sa amin, what's the mood of the team coming up against the 2-time defending champions?
We're really excited today. Siyempre, kahit sino namang taong tatanungin mo ngayon, ito yung isa sa mga pinakaabangan nilang game sa league na to.
So tell us, did the team do anything special to adjust to today's game?
For us, wala naman. Kasi sa amin talaga, wala kaming pinipili na kalaban. For each and every opponent na kalaban namin, nire-respeto namin sila. So, same pa kondisyon and same preparation.
Thank you, Mika, at good luck sa game niyo mamaya. There you have it, Mika Reyes. Back to you, Anton and Ian.
Mika Reyes now playing in her final season para sa De La Salle University, a 2-time UAP champion, but of course she wants to graduate as a champion. Ito ang kanyang mga numero sa kanilang laban kontra sa UE.
Against UE, she had 10 points, 9 from spikes, and 1 for service ace. She was the number 2 scorer for De La Salle in that game, or for this first round. 10.6 points per game. Ang ganda nito, double-digit performance. Good support for the rest of the attackers of La Salle. 7.6 from spikes, 2.2 from the blocks, and almost 1 ace per game. Itong averages ni Mika Reyes so far here in the first round.
This is also a career high for Mika Reyes in terms of numbers, averaging 10.6 points per match. And when we come back, pag-uusapan naman natin ang kabilang panig, the Ateneo Lady Eagles, the 2-time defending champions, when we return right here on ABS-CBN Sports and Action. It's been a very busy week for the 2-time defending champions Ateneo Lady Eagles. They are actually about to play in their 3rd match in a week.
That's true.
And they last saw action last Wednesday also against the University of the East.
That's right. We're gonna see this game. Ito nga, sabi natin, they won it also in 3 sets. But more importantly, Anton, in this match, nagamit ni Coach Tai lahat ng players niya except for Tajima. And again, he was looking ahead. He was looking at this match against De La Salle. He might feel na kakailanganin niya itong bench niya. And they say that Ateneo has a deeper bench. But we'll see what happens. But more importantly, again, they got that W against UE. Makikita natin tong match na to. Again, it was a 3-set win. We're gonna see the first set na nakuha din ng Ateneo. And sabi nga natin, Anton, if itong calendar ng Ateneo, very, very busy itong week na to. At hindi pa matatapos dito. They still have another tough one coming up this coming week, and that's gonna be against USC. But let's look first at this game against UE. In that first set, they won it. 25-12, dominating that first set. 25-10 in that second, and 25-10 as well in the third. We're gonna see the department. Tama naman, ang laki. Yung opensa ng Ateneo, talagang napakalakas. 41-8 in spikes ang lamang. 6-1 in blocks, 7-1 service aces. Opponents' errors, dikit tayo dyan sa department na yan. 21 for Ateneo and 22 for UE.
Well, just like Mika Reyes in their last match against UE, Eliza Valdez also had 10 points in their match against the Lady Warriors. Eliza Valdez, a native from San Juan, Batangas, the only girl in a group of 4 children, and Eliza Valdez found sisters here in the sport of volleyball, and her current sisters are the Ateneo Lady Eagles. And earlier today, Laura Lehman was able to speak to Eliza Valdez. Let's hear what she had to say.
Once again, I'm here with none other than Eliza Valdez. Now, Lai, you guys are on a winning streak this season, and actually, you haven't lost a game since season 76. So, does that add pressure to the way that you play?
Definitely, lagi namang andun yung pressure. Si Coach tayo lang, the coaches, the admin would always say to us na just play, enjoy the game. And we hope na the winning streak, sana magbigay siya sa amin ng confidence as a team as an individual also. But then, we want that pressure also to be our like motivation and extra challenge for us to do better and play as a team.
Okay, and tell us, Lai, how different is an Ateneo LaSalle game compared to all your other matchups?
What do you think, Lau?
Grabe, grabe. Siya daw yung interviewer.
Iba naman din talaga. Every game, it's really different. Every game, every match. And if it's Ateneo LaSalle, mas madami ring involved. And syempre, iba din yung may rivalry talaga. So, but as much as iba yung feeling, Coach Tai wants us to stay focused, stay calm, and meditate. Para we have to treat na yung every game na katulad ng big game na every game na pinupuntahan namin dito sa UAAP.
Alright, thank you, Lai. You heard it. Stay calm and meditate. Back to you, Anton and Ian.
Now is in a very joyful mood with Eliza Valdez, as always. And the Lady Phenom has been averaging 17 points per match here in her 5th and final season for the Blue and White.
Look at that, 17 points per game, 14 from spikes, almost half a block a game, 2 service aces, and 1.42 digs per set. And more importantly dito, Anton, yung tibay dun sa crucial stretches of each set, dun nakaka-point si Eliza, no? So it's really up to her how to lead this team, give her the confidence for the young ones, and of course, that team up with Gia Morado. So crucial. Akong tingin ko dito, Anton, and nakausap ko yung ating mga coaches, very crucial dito yung first set. You know, just like any other match, this one is no different. Kung sino ang makakapag-set ng pace or who will be able to dictate the tempo in the first set has a huge advantage in winning this match, Anton.
Doc Ian, binanggit mo ang pangalan ni Gia Morado. Gia Morado is the reigning best setter of the UAAP, and she will be matched up against the best setter of the league 2 seasons ago. And a lot has been said about this matchup today. The matchup between the setters, Fajardo and Morado.
That's right. Alam mo, napakalaking bagay kasi ng role ng setter, Anton. No? They dictate what's gonna happen in the offense. Every play has to go through the setters. Kim Fajardo, of course, for De La Salle, right now is number 1 in the UAAP with 6.2 points per game. That's high for a setter. 8.65 running sets per game. Gia Morado, our reigning best setter from last year, has 3.7 points per game and 7.79. Hindi naman nagkataon siya naman ang second in the UAP. So the role that these two girls will play in today's match, very important. You've got the best of the best here in the UAP. You've got the veteran. You've got also a young player in Gia Morado. Almost the same numbers, winning both championships for their schools, and pareho na yan naging best setter dito sa UAP. So this is another matchup that should really be interesting, Anton.
They are like two grandmasters at chess trying to outwit each other, and we will find out who will have the better showing in today's matchup. The first round meeting between Ateneo LaSalle here in season 78 of the UAP. Coach Ramil De Jesus, an 8-time champion, coaching in his 281st match in the UAP. And he will be matched up against Coach Tai Bondit, figuring in just his 38th UAAP match, but he is a two-time champion.
Back-to-back.
We'll have this one for you when we come back, only here on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. It is Ateneo and LaSalle here in Season 78 of the UAAP. Inyo pong natutunghayan ng jam-packed Araneta Coliseum dito sa Cubao, Quezon City para sa unang paghaharap ng LaSalle at Ateneo dito sa Women's Volleyball Tournament ng Season 78 ng UAAP. The last time these two teams played each other, March 14, 2015 at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. And Ateneo Lasal, it's always a spectacle.
Grabe, if we were here, guys, you'd see what we're talking about, no? Pero kita natin, meron tayong isang eagle dito sa loob, Blue Eagle at that. And like what you said, these two teams have a rich history, have been rivals for a long, long time. And itong volleyball is no exception, Anton.
And we are about to get underway. Let's meet the starters for both squads.
From the big dome, the Smarts Araneta Coliseum on ABS-CBN Sports Connection, we present the matchup you've been waiting for. The first flash of the biggest rivals ever in Philippine sports. Ladies and gentlemen, it's LaSalle Ateneo Women's Episode 1 in your Season 78 of the UAAP. Officiating match number 24, our first referee, Erlindo Eusebio, National Referee. Our second referee, Yu Benosa, International Referee. Now, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise as we introduce your De La Salle Lady Spikers. Number 11, Kim T. Number 15, Tim Tiamson. Number 10, Machoy Paron. Number 9, Team Captain Kim Fajardo. Number 8, Ara Galang. Number 3, Mika Reyes. Filipino is number 5, Don Macantili. And the head coach of the Lady Spikers, Ramil De Jesus. And now on your feet as we present the reigning and defending two-time champions, Ateneo Canada. Number 17, Maddie Mataya. Number 14, Bea De Leon. Number 15, Joanna Maraginot. Number 12, Tria Morado. Number 16, Amy Arambino. Number 2, Team Captain, Alyssa Valdez. Filipino, number 6, Jamie La Victoria. And the head coach of the Lady Eagles, Anusorn Tai Punde. It's LaSalle Ateneo.
Everybody is pumped up for this first round meeting between Ateneo and LaSalle in the women's volleyball tournament for season 78 of the UAAP. Starting lineups for both squads, the defending champions, going with Gio Morado. Jamie La Victoria starting in her 4th straight match. Alyssa Valdez, the 2-time MVP. Joanna Maraginot, Bea De Leon, Maddie Madayag, and last year's finals MVP, Amy Ahumiro. Para naman sa kuburan ni Coach Ramil De Jesus, may pagbabago. Kim D is starting for the first time this season, and she will be joining Kim Fajardo, Don Macandili, Ara Galang, Majoy Baron, and Tintin Tiamzon.
Who's really new to this. And she gets the first reception. Poor reception is going to be a free ball for the Lady Eagles.
Morado to a running Maddie Madayag, who goes down the line.
That's the play that they wanted. Maddie Madayag has perfect, that she has already patented that running spike. Napakaganda after a broken play of LaSalle. A free ball given to Ateneo, they score.
And Maddie Madayag is actually #1 right now in terms of spiking with a success rate of 45.4. That hit by Galang went straight to the net. That's another point for Ateneo.
You've got Madayag and Morado giving Galang a lot of problems. This is going outside.
Too strong on that serve by Joanna Maraginot. And now, let's get an update on the LaSalle side. Pakinggan natin si Janine Choi. Janine?
Anton and Ian, I spoke to Coach Ramil de Jesus about Ateneo's unbeaten record, and he told me that they do not really look at the standings, but rather they focus more on the team's individual performance. Sinabi niya kung Ateneo #1 sila sa atake at mababa sila doon. Sinusubukan nilang mag-work on sa atake nila para maging magkapantay sila. Moving on, Anton and Ian, Coach Ramil also encourages players. In fact, he told them earlier, excellent naman talaga ang performance ng Ateneo. Pero hindi ka kasi pwedeng pumasok ng court na tingin mong dehado ka kaagad. Kailangan na kapag papasok ka sa court, may mentality ka na kaya namin to. Balik sa inyo, Anton at Ian.
At yun ang mentality na pinakita ng kanyang kubanan in the last 2 matches, not dropping a set. Pero napakainit ng simula ng kubanan ni Coach Ty Bundit ngayon, 4-1
And these
ang ating talaan.
Yeah, and Anton, these are courtesy of De La Salle errors, ha? Yung over-reception na yun. Of course, Bea De Leon taking full advantage of that free ball.
De La Salle University averaging 25.2 errors per match, but another service error there from the Ateneo side na nag-average naman ng 21 errors per match.
This is another stat, Anton, that we should watch out for. No? Alam naman natin, these kinds of games, the adrenaline is pumping, the excitement is there, the pressure is there. So yung team na mag-commit ng fewer errors will have a very, very good chance.
Valdez, her drop ball does not work. It is propped up by Fajardo. Ball ends up the way of Galang, and Bea De Leon hits it up top. Does not get the check ball. That's a point for LaSalle. And now let's go to the Ateneo side and hear from Laura Lima.
Anton and Ian, this is Ateneo's 3rd game in only 1 week, and one would expect them to be tired or fatigued, but then again, it's Ateneo LaSalle, and this is simply not the case. In fact, the girls are so hyped up and so pressured that Coach Ty had to make an extra effort to calm them down. Last Thursday during practice, they spent their time playing dodgeball, or rather Coach Ty's version of dodgeball, where the girls got to throw volleyballs at him with no punishment. He simply wanted them to relax, and they even had a hearty team lunch right here in Gateway Mall before the game. Back to you, Anton and Ian.
Thank you very much, Laura. Well, Coach Ty trying to keep things light as we see the 3rd service error committed by Ateneo. Now, looking at the schedule, Doc, this is actually the last match in the first round for Ateneo. It is LaSalle who will be playing USD.
That's true, that's
on
true.
Wednesday. So after going down 4-1, nakahabol ang De La Salle University. They're now down by just 1. Macandili pops it up. Fajardo, quick attack for Mika Reyes, who delivers the goods for the Lady Spikers.
Again, display Mika Reyes since last game against Huey, top scoring for De La Salle. That middle attack of hers is very, very crucial, Anton, if she wants to open out the outside hitters such as Aragalang and Tiamzon.
Mika Reyes playing in her best year in terms of the numbers, averaging 10.6 points per match. Kim D played in the last 2 matches of LaSalle and played well as Amy Ahomiro is able to get on the board via that southpaw spike.
So tough, Amy Ahomiro. And this doesn't show up in the stat sheet. Yung toughness ni Amy Ahomiro on the floor whenever they need the points, whenever they need the energy, that is provided by Amy Ahomiro.
Ahomiro has been flying under the radar so far here in season 7-8 of the UAP. Drop ball by Mika Reyes is popped up by La Victoria. Maraginot is denied. It goes out. That's a point for Ateneo.
Very smart play. Doesn't have to be always those strong hits. It could be those off-the-block hits and gets you the point just the same. Look at this. Targeting the outside arm of Kim D and getting the point off the block.
Maraginot top scored for Ateneo in their last match against UE with 12 points. Galang from the back row. La Victoria was there.
Nice by La Victoria.
Morado with a back set to Amy Ahomiro. She runs into the net. That's a point for LaSalle.
Nice play there from Fajardo, giving it to the back row dito kay Aragalang. Good defense by Don Macandili. Also, we'll talk about the matchup of the 2 liberos in a while. Anton, itong si Don Macandili so far really has done a good job. Excellent job here in the first round.
You're right, Doc Ian. She's #1 right now in the best digger rankings. But La Victoria is #1 in best receiver.
Maraginot from the outside, splitting the block. Mika Reyes was a bit late to close out the double block. Ang bilis. Look at Mika Reyes. Humabol na lang dun dumaan sa side niya.
Lamang ang Ateneo 8-6 kontra sa Lasal. Magbabalik po ang UAP Season 78. You're looking at the sold-out Araneta Coliseum for the first round meeting between Ateneo and LaSalle here in Season 78 of the UAP Women's Volleyball Tournament. Ateneo, despite committing already 3 service errors, they lead LaSalle 8-6 here in the first set.
Lamang pa rin sila. Nice reception from Kim D. From the back row, Aragalang off speed, dug up by Eliza.
Joust at the top, umalog ang net.
Net lifting violation. That was set up very close to the net. Gia Morado. And look at that, tinulak na ni Maddie Maday because masyadong mababa yung bigay ni Gia.
And that's the first service error now for the LaSalle side. Pero nakakabawi ang Ateneo pagdating sa atake. They have 7 attack points. LaSalle only has 1.
Malayo agad, no? Pagdating sa attack points.
Ramiro, 2-time champion, last year's finals MVP, playing in her last tour of duty for the Lady Eagles. Fajardo tosses that ball up for Galang. Came in with a lot of steam.
Wow.
And Aran Galang is able to get on the board.
And you can see that Coach Romil liked that play. And we've seen Aragalang attack from the back row more than about 4 or 5 times already in this match. Mukhang isa yan sa pinractice nila, Anton.
Aragalang only averaging 10.4 points per match so far this season. And let's see if that number will increase as we go along, as Valdez gets denied on that opportunity.
Excellent close out by Baron. Look at this block. She's gonna watch Eliza. They're gonna go up together and wave those hands together in the same direction. Baron gets that block against Valdez.
9-all now is our tally. And Tintin Tiamzon almost getting an ace right there. Ateneo able to recover in time. Fajardo, quick attack from Joy Baron. Nobody home from the Ateneo side.
She knew it. She knew it once she got that set. She had the edge over the Ateneo blockers. Look at this. She was already up in the air. Pocket pa lang yung blockers ng Ateneo. They were a split second too late. Baron gets that other point, another point, this time off the spike.
But Joy Baron, one of the most improved players ngayong season, as Maraginot goes cross-court. Too much juice on that hit. That's another point for LaSalle.
It was a good set from Morado, no? Kita mo, isang blocker lang yung kasabay ni Maraginot, but she overcooked it to the left.
Kim Fajardo, best setter 2 seasons ago, playing against her former teammate from UST, Eliza Valdez. And speaking of Valdez, she flies in from the back row. Tintin Tiamzon now, popped up.
Nice coverage by Ahumiro.
Morado to Maraginot, who scores again.
What a play from Maraginot from the outside, hitting it cross-court, avoiding the block. Nerves of steel here. Look at Amy's dive. Credit half of the point to Amy.
Joanna Maraginot will serve it up to start this rally. Fajardo!
Oh, what a play. The #1 setter for season 7-8 gets her first point of the match.
And also the top scoring setter in the UAP, Kim Fajardo, catching the defense off guard on that opportunity. 12-10 ang ating talaan ngayon. Valdez receives that one. Valdez gets it back. Ball
Oh, regalo
up
kay
top, and Valdez reacts right away and finds the open spot on the back row.
You never do that to Eliza Valdez in the front. You never give her a free ball. Because every time you do, that's what's gonna happen. Sayang because it was already a return play for LaSalle.
And a sharp serve by Maddie Madayag, who tallies service ace number 16 here in season 78 of the UAAP. She is number 1 right now in terms of the best servers here in the league.
Excellent serve.
Another sharp serve.
Ganda ng serve talaga.
And Don Macandili ang kanyang tinatarget sa kabilang panig. Macandili sends that ball high up into the air. Baron popped up by Maraguinot. And Valdez is able to score again, 1-on-1. And the Lady Phenom converts.
Against a single block. Lulusot at lulusot yan against Kim D. Valdez this time goes cross court.
Kim D starting this match in favor of Carol Cerveza. Maraguinot, quick attack for Bea De Leon.
Bea De Leon this time, the big quick, gives Ateneo a 2-point lead, 14-12. Ganda nitong play na to, Gia Morado, big quick play.
Suson sa dalawang blockers, and Coach Ramil De Jesus calls for time.
I like this timeout by Coach Ramil, didn't wait for the second technical timeout, pakinggan natin.
Huwag tayo magmadali ng free ball, ha? Sabi sa inyo, huwag tayo magpapakuha ng isa. Okay? So, tingnan lang mabuti. Pag nagpakita ka na dito, isang step ka na kagad kaya na. Mag-wave ka na rito, kukunin mo na. Si Valdez sa papantayin natin, wala na iba kung siya. So, mag-double tayo sa kanya. Ganyan yan. Para hanggat sa front line ka, kunin mo na yung quick hanggat ka. Pagka nagkaroon ng perfect receive, kunin mo yung quick. Okay? Doon ka sila dalawa.
Coach Ramil De Jesus coaching in his 18th season, 15 finals appearances, 8 championships, and 7 second-place finishes. And he wants to lead his team to victory again against the blue side today. 14-12 is our tally. Lady Eagles on top. Kim D approaches, hits, popped up by Maraguinot. Morado! Her version of a drop ball, but LaSalle was able to recover on time.
Look at Macandili, that pancake dig of Macandili. She's number 1 right now. Look at what she does. Look at this. Great drop, but look at where Don gets that hand in between the floor and the ball, giving Ara another chance to attack, and it gets that point off the block. What a play.
Don Macandili, former best libero for De La Salle Zobel in the girls division, and the service ace right there from Joy Baron. 2 straight points para sa LaSalle.
Wow. This first set, Anton, how many lead changes have we had?
Ang tindi ng bakbakan. Another sharp serve by Baron. La Victoria saves it. It's a free ball for LaSalle. Fajardo sets it up high. And Kim D flies in for the kill. Coach Ramil De Jesus is clapping his hands.
Yes, showing emotion early on in this game, Anton.
He is liking what he is seeing from his Lady Spikers.
Look at this play. Broken play after a poor reset service ace yan for Baron. That was the previous play, getting an ace in that one.
Baron will start this rally, but it ends right away as that ball went straight to the net. 15 all. Another deadlock here in what has been a heated first set in the
What a serve!
Napakatulis.
Grabe, service ace after service ace. Grabe tong first set natin.
Gia Morado doing damage from the service line and giving her squad a 16-15 lead. Let's take a look at the super sophomores from the 2-time defending champions, Bea De Leon and Maddie Madayag, 2 5'11" middle blockers.
These two, what a tandem, Anton, for Ateneo. 8.5 points per game for Bea, 9.3 points per game for Maddie. Yung dalawang yan, nagpapahirap ng buhay sa mga middle attackers ng LaSalle.
But the middle blockers and the attackers of LaSalle know how to avoid the block. And that's exactly what Mika Reyes did, going for a drop ball. We are tied again, 16 all dito sa first set.
Ara. For the serve that's into the net, these errors are costly for De La Salle.
17 17-16 now. Now, both teams, Doki and have committed 3 service errors each. So,
add 1 to Ateneo. That's their 4th.
Nagbibigayan ng puntos dito after 3 service errors from Ateneo. LaSalle commits 3 of their own, and now Eliza Valdez overcooks that one.
It must be the energy that the venue has, that
adrenaline.
Oo.
Ramdam na ramdam ng ating mga manlalaro. At syempre tayong lahat na nakatutok ngayon dito sa napaka-exciting na bakbakan.
Tiamzon gets denied.
Fajardo tries Reyes this time.
Back-to-back points for Mika.
Now, we were told that Mika wala masyadong boses ngayon.
Kanina. Mukhang meron eh. Sumisigaw na yan, Anton eh. That's clearly inside.
Almost a lucky break there for Kim D. La Victoria pops it up for Maraginot. Cross court does not work. Galang hits it from the back row. And Ara Galang is able to tally another point for LaSalle.
With a little help from the tape. Look at this. That gentle roll over the tape. So hard to predict where it's going to go.
Did you see Ara's face as she saw that ball hit the floor?
Get one leg in. Attention, hot long, Viking. One foul, no buck, no buck, one foul, no buck, ha? Relax, get one. Hot long, ha? One more day.
Coach Ty Bundit, in his 3rd season, a 2-time UAAP champion. His overall coaching record, Doc Ian, 35 wins and only 2 losses.
Those 2 losses, pinag-usapan natin kanina yan, Anton, ha?
Yung kanyang pinakaunang match ever in the UAAP against NU right here at the Araneta Coliseum, December 1, 2013. That was his first loss. And the second loss was Game 2 of the finals 2 seasons ago.
Yeah. Game 2 naman yun. Free ball!
And Bea De Leon reacts right away, nahuli yung plano ni Kim Fajardo.
And you can see how aggressive these players are over at the net. Si Fajardo binalik, pero right there then, Bea De Leon with the block. Walang kumuha. Just a campfire on the side of De La Salle. Ara, beach volleyball style dig.
Tiamzon trying to swipe it off the hands of the...
Fajardo!
Morphing into a spiker.
Yan yung sinasabi natin in the pre-game, Anton. Kim Fajardo, the #1 scoring setter. Look at that. Hindi na inantay na iset. Inatake agad. Some coaches would really be irritated with what she did, but not with a Kim Fajardo.
20-18. In
That's a
favor
good
of
serve.
LaSalle. Here comes Morado. Setting it up for Maraginot. Bounce it off the hands of Fajardo. A joust at the top. And Kim Fajardo beats Madayag on that joust.
That was a one-on-one play. Fajardo, who's about 4 inches shorter than Madayag.
Yes.
But upper body strength-wise, tignan natin. Look at that. Against 2 hands pa of Madayag, ha?
Fajardo is 5'7". Madayag is 5'11". And LaSalle playing with a lot of energy and focus right here in this match.
Good serve there. Running spike. Yan ang gusto ni Madayag. That's what she wants. That's a set that she loves.
That has become the specialty of the house for Maddie Madayag here in season 78 of the UAAP.
Good at avoiding the block, hitting it down the line. Mika Reyes went in too soon. That's why she wasn't able to defend. Oh,
Missed hit there by Tiamzon. Now Coach Ramil wants to talk things over. Pakinggan natin to.
Hiwalay na hiwalay yung posisyon ni Kimben kanina. Pasa tayo, kailan natin pumasa. Okay? Tigilin na natin to, lalayo tayo, ha? Isang receive lang tayo. Pag ang magdadrop ka, hindi pwede mabagal yung drop mo. Basang-basa yan. Pinaalam mo, bantay na yan. Pinag-aralan nila mabuti
remember what we mentioned, Anton, how important this first set is to dictate the pace, to dictate the tempo of this match. So crucial for these two teams.
And the last time Ateneo lost a first set was back in March 8th against LaSalle right here at the Araneta Coliseum. That was also game number 2 of the finals. The last time Ateneo lost.
Yeah, and look at what that timeout did by Coach Ramil. He was able to ice Amy Ahomiro, now a service error. Already 5 service errors for Ateneo. And I'm just amazed at you, Anton, how you remember all these things. This trivia.
Sid Basilio, who was Kim Fajardo's partner when they won the beach volleyball tournament this season, has checked into the match for the first time. Morado chooses Maraguinot, who pounds it off the hands of the blockers. Macandili pops it up. Galang popped up by Maraguinot. Morado tosses it high up into the air for a flying Valdez.
There's a net touch on Majoy Baron. And these errors over at the net, just like service errors, are just 3 points you give to your opponent. That was inside though, so didn't matter.
Kim Hekiniana.
She does go in for service chores for Ateneo to replace Maraguinot.
She has played in the last 5 matches for Ateneo after not playing in the first match this season. Fajardo setting it up for Galang. Equiliano was there. Valdez, drop ball. Goes back to the Ateneo side. Morado back to Valdez. Popped up by Tiamzon. Fajardo to Baron. Equiliano was there. They go back to Valdez.
Outside, good read by Tiamzon. Demesio. Look at how fired up Demesio is. She didn't do anything. She just made the right decision. Let that ball go. Felt as good as a spike, Anton.
Sid Demesio injured her left shin before the season. Did not play in the first 2 matches, but great read by her.
Yes.
Fajardo serving it up. Morado had to hustle for that. Valdez, that one straight to the net. La Victoria keeps it alive. Valdez, second serving. Still no go. Galang, free ball for the Ateneo side. Morado to Valdez.
Whoa, nice.
Really?
Nice from Don.
Longest rally of the match. Galang goes cross court. And De La Salle University on the verge of taking the first set.
Anton, the green side of the Araneta just up on their feet after that point from the former MVP, Aragawan.
Ateneo in danger of losing the first set for the first time since March 8th as we see hashtag L8Den. LA Revilla and Den Lazaro in the house. Den Lazaro kasama rin natin.
Yeah.
Yan isa sa mga analysts dito sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action. 2-time champion.
Set point ito, no? Anton Kim Fajardo, one of our better servers in the league. Let's see. And that's another effect that the timeout had on the server. Coach Taibon did, calling that timeout to ice Kim Fajardo. Crucial stretch here.
Adi Madayag. That was net. And Ateneo loses the first set.
Anton, Ateneo had 6 service errors and none more painful than that last one by Maddie Maday, who actually is a very, very good server, Anton.
So Ateneo losing the first set for the first time since March 8th in UAAP Season 76. Tignan natin kung makabangon ang Lady Eagles sa aming pagbabalik dito lang sa ABS-CBN Sports in Action.